Coinbase's inclusion in the S&P 500 index is a landmark event. It is the first crypto-native company to join this prestigious group. This step signals a major acceptance of cryptocurrency in mainstream finance. For many, it represents a vote of confidence in the future of digital assets. The S&P 500 is a stock market index that includes 500 of the largest companies in the United States. Being part of this index means greater visibility for Coinbase. Investors who hold S&P 500 index funds now have a small stake in the crypto industry. This is significant for those who have been hesitant about digital currencies. This move also highlights the growing influence of cryptocurrency in the financial world. It opens the door for other crypto companies to be considered for inclusion in major financial indices. The expectation is that this will lead to increased interest and investment in the crypto sector. Coinbase's presence in the S&P 500 is more than just symbolic. It underscores the integration of digital assets into traditional finance. It also reflects the increasing willingness of investors to embrace new technologies. For crypto enthusiasts, this is a moment of triumph. It shows that digital currencies are here to stay. Coinbase's stock has been on an exciting journey since its public debut. After its inclusion in the S&P 500, the stock surged by 24%. This was its biggest gain since a similar surge post-election. Investors are now speculating whether Coinbase can hit the $1,000 mark. The stock's performance is tied to the overall growth of the cryptocurrency market. In 2023, Coinbase stock rose by 391%, and in 2024, it gained another 43%. These numbers have outpaced the S&P 500, which only rose by 23% in the same period. This strong performance has fueled optimism among investors. Some analysts have set a price target of $310 for Coinbase. Yet, the potential for the stock to reach $1,000 cannot be dismissed. The inclusion in the S&P 500 is likely to increase demand among institutional investors. This, coupled with a booming crypto market, could propel the stock higher. However, it is important to note that predicting stock prices is speculative. Various factors, including market conditions and regulatory developments, can influence stock prices. Therefore, while the $1,000 target is enticing, investors should proceed with caution. The inclusion of Coinbase in the S&P 500 will likely attract more institutional investors. These investors often follow indices closely. With Coinbase now part of this elite list, it becomes more attractive to large funds. This could lead to increased liquidity and stability in its stock price. Institutional interest in Coinbase is crucial for the crypto market. These investors bring in significant capital, which can drive growth. They also provide a level of credibility and acceptance that individual investors look to. For Coinbase, this means potentially billions in buying from both passive and active funds. Moreover, as Coinbase gains more visibility, it could set a precedent. Other cryptocurrency firms might be considered for inclusion in major indices. This can lead to a broader acceptance of digital assets in traditional finance circles. It could also encourage other companies to explore blockchain technology. The market impact of Coinbase's inclusion is not limited to stocks. It also affects investor sentiment towards cryptocurrencies. By being part of a respected index, Coinbase helps legitimize the use of digital assets. This can lead to increased adoption and innovation in the crypto sector. Despite the optimism surrounding Coinbase, there are risks involved. Cryptocurrencies are known for their volatility. This characteristic now extends to the S&P 500 with Coinbase's inclusion. Investors should be aware of this when considering exposure to crypto assets. Regulatory challenges also pose a risk. The SEC's past lawsuits and scrutiny over how exchanges operate are ongoing concerns. While there is political support for the crypto industry, regulatory environments can change. This unpredictability can impact Coinbase's performance. Bitcoin, a major influence on Coinbase's stock, is also volatile. While it reached an all-time high recently, its price can fluctuate drastically. This, in turn, affects the valuation of companies like Coinbase. Investors must consider these factors when assessing the potential of the stock. Looking ahead, Coinbase's future is promising yet uncertain. Its inclusion in the S&P 500 marks a new chapter. However, the crypto market's inherent risks mean that careful monitoring is required. For those willing to embrace the volatility, the potential rewards could be significant.